announcements to fire off. So for those of you that haven't been keeping up to date on the forums, there's just a little bit of chin wagging going on now, just to give everybody a quick update. Be about 5 minutes and then we'll jump into what we're going to be doing this afternoon. So we're now officially kind of winding down towards the holidays, but we're in a bit of a recruitment drive. So if there's anybody you want to get involved with RG or any referrals through this time, please get the sign-ups, get your friends involved. We could do with some high caliber members, so any posts you want to put out on other sites, just feel free to be actively involved. Obviously voting for us in Armor Clans always helps as well, so even just visiting the forums and clicking that button on the left hand side really does help us out. So just a joint effort from the community goes a long way as that's involved. We've obviously got some support in terms of donations this month that's going towards mailings and other things to promote recruitment, but the real good recruits always come through our members. So just a little call for help there through the ranks. I just want to welcome you to what is the kind of Reality Gaming Training Academy preview today. This is just in heavy development. It's going to be going on for a few months, way into 2015, based on feedback, based on really what's all setting the standards here, but I'll come to that in a moment. Why did we set up the RGTA? Well, before the deployment last year, we had a ton of new recruits coming in. So during that period, with all these new recruits coming in, the missions are fantastic on a Sunday, but we had a very high caliber of members in the missions and a kind of recruitment pool come in that really needed to go through a process that a lot of those kind of accredited MILSIM members had already done, just leaving a complete imbalance. The deployment was great, it could have been a lot better, but at the same time we ended up bleeding a lot of potential new recruits going into the new year. So the Training Academy is going to bring back some old standards that existed in reality gaming. When the formation of the community was first set up, we had Fort Benning, which was really a training platform with ranges, qualifications, and a place for us to go team build and do various exercises and maneuvers. That's kind of being re-envisaged for what you're seeing now, and we really need some input on that. This is all opened up in the staff officers section and is currently being developed as we speak. The purpose of this camp and the usage of it is really quite self-explanatory. We're focusing on the MILSIM side of RG at the moment. We want to get everybody up to a certain level and engaging. Sorry mate, what was that? I'll crack on. So we really take pride in this camp. There's 24/7 access for training, and we're building this into the instructors group and the core staff and NCO group as well. So if you want to be involved in instructors, let everybody know. The benefit of being part of the camp now, as it's being made over the new year and the coming months, is that you guys are going to get the first kind of dig at all of the qualifications, in setting the bar for those, in practicing on the ranges, and really just engaging in the camp and formation of it. So looking forward to that. Other than that, gents, Mars is going to take over now. He's going to do a full introduction orientation of what we've got in the camp so far. Hopefully we'll get some time on the ranges and have some fun tonight. So as I said, in winding down, everything should be quite relaxed and enjoyable over the next few months. There's a staff meeting this Saturday, so I look forward to seeing you staff that are available to attend that then, and we'll be covering this and some of the other points I just mentioned. Other than that, thanks very much for your time, and let's have a great training. Cheers.
So yeah, like Andrew said, welcome to RGTA. This is going to be basically our new home of Wednesday training. We're obviously going to still do some of the custom maps, but a lot of our training is going to be done on here as we go forward. Even some things like the fire team manoeuvres and stuff. There's going to be basically areas throughout the map for doing all this kind of stuff. And like Andrew said, this is still heavily in development. So it's in no way a finished state, but it's kind of a snapshot of the level of what we want to give you guys in the future. So some of the basic ranges are done, some of the scoring's done. That's what we're going to go through today. We're going to have a look at some of this stuff. I know there's going to be a lot of feedback. There's going to be a lot of suggestions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a thread in the forum. So instead of PMing me directly with your suggestions, I'm going to put a thread in there. So just dive in there, put any suggestions you want, any feedback you want in there. I can't promise that what you put in there is going to be implemented, and I can't promise you'll ever get a reason why it either is or isn't implemented, but I can promise you that every single post in there will be read and considered. So please, it's important, give me your feedback if there's anything you need. Is there any section leaders who want anything specifically changed, feel free to PM me directly. Alright, with that being said, we'll move on. So this is going to be our new muster area here. As you can see, we're still in the process of unpacking, but this is basically going to be an area for parades, awards, that kind of stuff. There's also going to be a command HQ here with all kind of funky stuff in the end with video feeds and all the environmental controls for weather and night and all the rest of it. Like Andrew said, this will be available 24/7, so at any stage during its development, if you want to jump on and start shooting some things, trying the ranges, you're more than welcome. Just as a first point, in case anyone does get, have an accident and gets killed, the medical station is just to our north. You will respawn at that medical station, so just to be warned, that's where you'll come back in. If you're lost, you can just come back to this kind of place here. So I know some of you have used the PDT. This is very different to the PDT. This is a whole new build. So we're going to go through some of the ranges now. This is from ground up. So some things you might kind of recognise, some you won't. Okay, so follow me. The first thing we'll do is we'll just have a quick look at the teleport system.
Run.
Let's do it.
Organised run.
Let's do it to it.
Before they all teleport, though, you might want to remind them, like...
Yeah, please don't teleport yet.
Also...
Sorry, carry on, Doctor.
Doctor.
When it does come round to teleporting, don't all teleport at once, because somebody will end up inside somebody else and you will die.
Actually, that shouldn't matter. There is a allowed damage equals false for a second, so armor should just bump you to one side. So, don't all go through, but it shouldn't actually be a problem. So anyone that's looked at the old PDT or used it, all the old teleport poles are gone. This is the new teleport system. So anywhere you see a map and a chair in this rattan shade, this is basically a teleport point. The RG base here will be a transport hub. So if you're at any of the ranges, the only option will be come back to the RG base. From RG base, you'll be able to go to all the ranges. Although it's all on one map at the moment, we're actually going to split this up as well. So there'll be several maps in some sort of logical order for getting around. But just for the time being, we've just left it all on one map. And it's just it's an action group, so all you need to do is scroll your mouse wheel on the map, look at it, scroll your mouse wheel, and it will come up with all the options, and then middle click on your mouse wheel will actually teleport you through to wherever you want to go. So we'll pop through to rifle range level 1, and we'll start going through the courses.
Oh, nice work. Really looks awesome.
One thing you might notice is some of the little tweaks are still missing. So some of the signage and bits and pieces, this is all going to come as we go along. But like I say, it's all still in development. So we're still putting things as we go. And like I say, because this is a ground up build, it's taking quite some time. Any mission builders out there want to take the file, open it up, have a look at the scripting, you might understand how much work is going into the back end of this as well. Okay, if you'd like to follow me, we'll go down to the ranges. Okay, guys. So this is the first range. This is the level 1 short range. There's going to be several different levels. So there's going to be a short, medium, and long range in level 1. There's also going to be a level 2 and 3, and obviously the hardness of these ranges is going to ramp up as we go across. So this is the short range. This is targets up to and including 150 meters. All you need to do is to access the range is, again, it's through the mouse wheel on these range masters, and he will start the range for you. You'll get 10 seconds to set yourself up, and on this particular range you'll get a random pop-up of 15 targets. There's 45 targets available. 15 of them will randomly pop up, and you'll have 10 seconds to put them all down. So one thing to note with this range, in fact there's one thing to note with all these ranges, they are designed for teams. So these pop-up targets, you will not be able to see all the targets from one location. So you'll need several guys in several locations to actually get the best scores out of these targets. The individual stuff, the gauntlets and all that stuff, that's all in development. That's going to come later, so personal scores will come later. Obviously, you're just you on your own, feel free to come in here and shoot some targets anyway, but if you want perfect scores, you are going to need a couple of guys. So can I have 3 or 4 volunteers if they want to step up, take your positions on one of these 2 shooting platforms, aim down range. The scores at the moment are only for the person who starts the range. So if I'm the one that starts the range, at the end of the range at 10 seconds, I'm the one that will get the score report. So it is reliant on whoever starts the range to give the scores at the end. That is going to change. We're going to broadcast it. We'll probably split it down into individuals as well, so you'll get a readout of your own personal score as well as the team score and how you've done. Okay, so if these guys are ready, I'm going to start the range.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Sure, I'm gonna go
pop up
stand behind them so you can
targets
see it.
in 10 seconds.
Ready?
This is exciting.
It's also worth noting that some of these targets are easy to spot, some of these targets are not quite so easy to spot. And as this is the level 1 short range, I expect you probably all to be at 100% this very, very quickly. I got a score report, 9 out of 15 targets hit, 16%.
Okay, that is not very good, is it?
So, Caesar, if you want to start it off again, you can just have a quick look at how this works.
I just got here. I
This
have
might
no
be
idea what's going on.
predictive, mate.
Okay, copy that. If someone wants to just scroll wheel it, and then you'll be able to see the
Start.
reports afterwards as well.
Targets in 10 seconds, boys.
Targets in
Ah,
10.
no. This better be good.
I think if you lie down, you can't see all of them. Just
Yeah,
saying.
this is actually supposed to be a kneeling range as well, so you might want to be in a kneeling position. And some of them are very, very sneakily but
Yeah, well hidden.
Good squad exercise. This really
Well done.
nice.
Oh,
Do you have a
what's the score?
colourblind version?
What's the
Are
score?
you going to discriminate me?
a colourblind version.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
colour targets do you want?
Not green
Gents,
or
you
red
will have
or
an
yellow.
opportunity to revisit this
Is
range
there any
Right.
score for that last
Right.
one?
for those that don't have a chance
Okay,
to shoot
guys.
at the moment.
Just to note, on the northwest side, there's some ammo boxes there. So all these ranges will have guns and ammo for the ranges close to them as well. So you know, if you're a light anti-tank guy, or you're a marksman or whatever, you want to try a different gun, or if you want to try the MXN rifle or any of the different scopes, they're all in these boxes. So feel free to swap around your weapons. Have a go with the light machine gun. Have a go with the MXM. Have a go whatever you want, really. Okay, we're going to move up to the next 2.
Just gets better and better.
All longer and longer.
Yeah.
Probably the second one.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
Really?
What do you think? I think it's probably the second.
It's range increase.
Yeah, I said the second one is in the longer range.
I am so unbelievably hilarious.
That's the CQB house.
Yeah, play some blue for targets in there as well, so you know, you guys can shoot
So
yourself as you always
the
do.
next 2 ranges, yeah, just about that. With the these are all level 1 ranges, so expect these to all be pretty easy. Level 2 ranges are going to be having moving targets. We've got some civilians in there as well. There's going to be score penalties for hitting civilians, all that kind of good stuff. So these are the 2 longer range targets. There is a command HQ behind, just for the commanders to sit in. From that location with a pair of binoculars, you can actually see all 3 ranges and all the targets. So it's a good place to have a an observation
Don't mind if
point.
I do.
And yeah, have a cup of coffee. Okay, so we'll have a look at the medium range. It's exactly the same way. You've got a range master here that basically starts the range. There's 15 seconds.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Even with the
This
full
range
RG
is-
task force, we will not hit all targets in this one. I've already can tell you that.
This range is up to and including 350 meters. All targets are down in that town down there. So, you guys want to set? I'm going to I'll kick it off. This gives you 15 seconds after you activate it to set, and there's a full 20 seconds. All the ranges are the same. They've all got 15 targets. So on this one, you've got 20 seconds to take down 15 targets. And I will start the range off.
We ain't gonna hit them all. We ain't gonna find them all. I tried this yesterday. Look in doorways.
Are we gonna
some
do this
doorways.
with like 10 people?
Yeah, we're still not gonna get them all. I'm telling you.
Okay, range is active.
I'm so fucking pumped.
Tits, I gotta take a phone call real quick.
Convenient.
Target's up.
Oh, the bad shooting. Fucking hell, guys. Come on.
Sorry, would you like to think a bit more indirect, Greenie? How about you
Is
bring
that
that
truck
mortar?
also a part of the
Yeah,
train?
sorry.
No, don't shoot the truck.
Target's complete, and I have to say, well done. 15 out of 15 targets hit. It's 100%. Well done, guys.
That's
Moving
all thanks to
targets,
me.
I'll be-
Depending on
Bullshit.
what targets pop up, this range may be easier or harder. And no, I have no idea where that truck's come from.
Yeah, it's someone from Vegas.
For fuck's sake, Teak.
Does he not know how to teleport us?
No, he was
Apparently not.
Harder.
Please don't run over the range masters. So depending on which targets pop up depends on how hard. So the hardness of these ranges may change a bit. And again, some of these targets are very hard to spot, and some of them you can only spot from certain areas. Okay, after all this orientation, we'll give you a chance to have a go at these ranges anyway. But for now, let's just move on to the long range.
Don't get run over by the truck. Hold on, speak.
Oh, yes.
This is your sort of thing.
Okay, so this is the level 1 long range. I think, if I remember rightly, and I've just exited the game, hang on one sec. Yeah, you're looking at a bearing of between 120 and 130. Targets are up to and including 650 meters, so this is going to be right on the edge of the range of these MX Black rifles with the ACOG sights. Chances are this is more for a marksman. Chances are you'll definitely need a spotter. Also remember, at this range you're going to have to account for bullet drop due to gravity and also wind. As this is a level 1 range, actually the wind is almost directly on, but there is a little bit of a crosswind, so you will need to adjust for that. Okay, I'm going to start it off. 15 targets. You'll have 30 seconds on this range to take out all 15 targets.
Let's go, RG.
If you want to fire, guys, be on the line. Don't be on the
Mars?
line here.
Where's Mars?
Range active, 15 seconds.
Why
Yeah,
are you gonna shoot
There's
Mars?
no 556 in the crit. Just thought that, you know.
Oh,
So,
see
how
what you
far
use,
are these
556?
targets
Copy
away?
that, mate, thanks.
600 meters. 0 your
Okay.
rifle.
Yeah, definitely. There's going to be quite some bugs of things missing and all the
Targets
rest of it, so.
Nice. No, to be fair, like, I haven't seen any of this before. I haven't seen it in development. Looks fucking mega. Looks like the old PDT, just not actually finished.
Well, I tell you, this is a long way from finished, but it's going to give a little bit of a snapshot about, what we're looking for.
Yeah.
And we want the ranges to be a bit funky. We don't want them to just be straight ranges where you're
On
on
the
a salt
airfield.
flat or something like that. Exactly.
Yeah. Did you get my Steam message? Yeah?
Ah, yes, mate. Yeah, definitely
Nice.
want to chat.
Yeah. It just seems to be a bit up in the air
All
at
right.
the moment.
Target's down.
complete. 3 out of 15, 20%. Gonna have to work on
Sure, I
this
took
range,
out
guys.
2 of those as well.
Yeah.
Again, really, you're going to
So-
need marksmen for some of these because they're 650 meters away, and some of them are sitting in bushes. So you're going to need spotters. You're going to need marksmen. This is really right at the edge of what these rifles are capable of. Okay. Any questions on the level 1 rifle ranges at all? Excellent. Okay. We'll go back to RG base and we'll have a look at the next range then. There is a teleport point up here as well, so you don't have to walk all the way back.
Of course.
Oh,
Mortar range. Cough, cough.
How many will die?
Yes.
Roger. Mortar range, boys.
Well, now.
Mortar range. To the mortar range.
I don't know if he was here. Helios.
Yep.
Do you want to explain this range?
Yep, sure.
Go on, I know you want to.
Listen up, guys. Listen up.
Okay, ladies, it's
Gather around, guys, please.
this will be this is the beginning of the mortar range. Like I said, it's still the beginning. We're still building it up. There are 4 mortars placed down with ammo crates beside them, so no need to conserve your ammo. Directly east, there are some targets already put down, some vehicles which you can practice on. But as there's somewhere on the salt flags, you first need to pinpoint their position. That's why there's also a command building on top of here. So you actually will have to do some calculations yourself to begin with, using the map tools, the rangefinder, and then plot the location of the targets, and then you can use some mortars to fire down on them. Pretty simple, straightforward. Any questions?
9.
Can I have a go?
Yeah, it's worth feel free. It's worth noting that this is a very early implementation of this range.
Holy
there's,
shit. No.
There's going to be
Don't name it.
more to us. There's going to be a lot more. There's going to be random spawns of vehicles. All 3 ranges are going to activate from this location, so you're going to have the easy, medium, and hard range right here. Especially with the medium range, it's actually going to be in the hills to our north, I think it is. Everything's going to be out of sight, so you're going to need to use UAVs to pinpoint targets. They're never going to spawn in the same places, so it's going to be a real challenge to pinpoint targets in valleys and stuff like that, and hit them with mortars. And the hard range is going to be a very precise range. There's going to be targets inside one of the local towns. You're going to need to pinpoint them.
Don't fire into
My
his
ears.
guys.
You're going to need to
Where did it
pinpoint
go?
the targets in the town. You're going to hit them very accurately, and there will be penalties for civilian casualties, civilian damage, that kind of stuff as well. So we've got big plans for this range. All we've got at the moment is the cars and the salt flap, but yeah, this is going to be a very cool area very soon.
Looks good.
Any questions?
9.
Right, let's jump back to the RG base. You'll all get a chance after orientation to come and have a play with all of these things anyway.
Oh.
You guys.
God damn it.
Oh, there's an LAT range.
If you
Oh,
guys
dear.
know everything on the map, yeah, sure. I
There you
believe
go,
we
perfect
don't
view.
really want to give me an air tour.
Okay, guys, let's take the lat range next.
Oh, decent.
Any tank range, guys.
Where are we headed?
LAT range, LAT range.
Where are they going? Listen up. Make sure you get this
There
well.
are targets all around this area. In fact, there's about 40 to 45 static targets. Some of them are very easy to spot. Some of them are very hard to spot. Most of them are within 600 meters, but there are actually targets right out to 1.4 kilometers from this location. Worth noting that the PCMLs have a limited range of 1 kilometer, which case they explode mid-air. So everything over 1 kilometer is a Titan target. Be advised, the guys who use the Titans as well, that a lot of the targets out there cannot be locked onto, so you're not going to have an easy time. You're going to actually have to use some guidance to get these things. And if you spot all the targets, then you're doing very well. There's no scoring on this yet. There will be soon. We're going to do a feedback on this one, so you'll hit a target, it'll give you probably a feedback on you know, what you've hit, where you've hit it, how hard you've hit it, and all the rest of it. Best view is from one of these OPs. There is a range master here for live targets as well, so we don't just have the static stuff. We've actually got some moving targets, and I'll show you how to use that. So it's all on the range master.
Also, for reference, Mars said the limit, the absolute physical limit of the PCMLs is 1 kilometer. You will struggle to hit things over 600 meters with a moderate wind. So don't expect to be hitting things at 900 meters easy. It is very, very hard.
It is hard, but I tell you what, there's a couple of targets at 900, 950 meters. Half hidden, and if you hit them with a banana shot in the wind, it is an epic shot. I tell you, of all the ranges, I've spent the most time here. It's so much fun.
Maybe a demonstration, Mars, with a few of the members.
Yeah, sure, okay. Well, I tell you what we'll do. We'll do a moving target, and then we'll do a demonstration of the some of the other targets around.
Tower's good. Tower's a good place.
If you want to proceed north, I'm going to start off a target. They all come in on this north road, so I'm just going to spawn a little target. Anyone with an anti-tank, feel free to get it out. Anyone out, feel free to put in your earplugs.
Yeah, it'll come along that northern road.
Alright guys, I'm gonna defend the rocket. 340. That's what they'll come down the road from there.
Everything comes down this road. It lives all the way around. It goes through the local town, out the other side, and it despawns about a kilometre or so away. So if you miss it on this road, you have got other chances to run around the other side and hit it there instead. There's 3 different types on the range master. There's a light, medium, and heavy option, and it will just spawn a random light, medium, or heavy vehicle. If you want multiple vehicles, that's okay. Just give it a couple of seconds. Don't just spam it, because it can cause problems, and the checks and the scripts aren't quite in place yet. So if you want multiple vehicles,
wow, that was a bad shot.
That was a terrible shot.
He was coming straight at you.
You missed. You missed.
Is this like a Monty Python sketch?
You missed.
Yeah.
Hold on, back block.
That was a shit shot.
It's greedy, man.
Alright guys, run to the other side, catch them on the other side of the road. Let's go.
Seriously, my ears.
Come on.
Caesar, are you going to check?
Road southeast.
What's that about?
Yeah.
So it will come round the road east. What he does is he goes through the local town and carries on that south road. Disappears. They actually despawn behind one of the hills, so don't worry about them always being on the map.
Guys, it's gonna slow down when it comes towards the hill, so that's your chance. I mean, to the town. Sorry.
He's gonna turn left into the town. So.
Oh!
Oh! Did he get him? I think he got him.
Nope. Still going.
He's injured. God, that's an easy shot.
Come on, you haven't made him stationary for you all.
Oh, miss! Alright, someone finish him off. Alright, second one hit him.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nicely
Worth
done,
noting
Chris.
again, in these boxes there is AT weapons. There's also the big carryalls as well. So I know some of us have got the little backpacks. You can always ditch your backpack, take a big carryall. There's also the Titans in there as well. So for the guys who don't usually get a chance to use the Titans, then feel free to grab one of those and have a go with those. They're good fun. Just something to note in the future for this one, this is probably also going to be an anti-air range, so we're going to add in options on the range master to have some flybys of helicopters, fast jets and all the rest of it to try out some of the Titan anti-air stuff as well. So this is definitely one of my favourite ranges, and like I say, there's 45 targets out there for you to spot and try and hit. They're all over the place, they're all at different orientations, so feel free to test out your PCMLs and see what's best and what's the easiest way to destroy a tank, etc.
Looks really good, mate. Love the live fire of it. You know, we're always assaulting towns like this, so great location.
Yeah, guarantee there's a lot of fun to be had here. This is where I spend a lot of time.
Yeah, this is my favourite range by far. It
is very light wind. Some of the harder ranges, the wind will be, you know, come in from a better angle to give us, you know, a better wind direction. But I tell you what, if you try and fire one of these PCMLs over 600 meters, the wind, even this very light wind, makes such a huge difference.
Yeah, it just curves the thing like crazy.
Yeah, it really does.
Good challenge though.
There are going to be options in the HQ to change all the wind from day to night and all the rest of it as well. There's going to be a proper HQ environmental controls there.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions about this range?
Nope.
Good stuff. Okay, let's go back to the RG base.
Alright, fellas,
The
let's roll.
lowest range.
Let my ears recover.
Earplugs work a charm.
We don't get earplugs.
Oh, I
Do you
get
not?
earplugs.
Well, Vegas don't get earplugs.
Do they not?
Just
Everyone
like
else
we
does.
don't get, just like we don't get morphine. Because we have Grimace is there, so
Then you have 2 medics.
no, we have one medic.
Where are we going?
We'll wait for everyone to catch up.
I'll take the Stranglers Mars.
Even if
Copy
we
that.
did have
Okay,
medics.
let's go to the heli base. Let's have a quick look at the heli base. So at the moment, there's basically just helicopters here. There's all the helicopters, there's the fuel trucks, the Hurons, there's all the carry-all stuff as well, so there's all the sling loading stuff to be taken around. Something we will be adding is a spawn plate to this, so there will be a range master put here with a spawn plate with options to basically spawn in any of the enemy helicopters for testing purposes. So you'll be able to come here, spawn yourself an enemy helicopter and have a go with that as well. That is pretty much all there is here. It's more functional than anything at the moment, but there's plenty of stuff here for talent to play with, or if you want to come here and have a go with one of the helicopters, feel free. Any questions?
So did you say every aircraft in the game will be available from this location?
Exactly. Every single helicopter in the game will be available from this location. So all the NATO ones should already be here. All the Op4 ones, there'll be a pad put down with a range master where you can simply spawn one in. You'll be able to despawn them there as well. But yeah, so you'll be able to choose any single enemy helicopter you want. You'll be able to use that. Same with the jet area. There'll be all the NATO jets there, but you'll also be able to spawn in any of the hostile jets. So you'll be able to play around with any of the equipment in the game. Everything will be here. Everything will be accessible, and you can play around to your heart's content.
Thank you. Awesome.
Okay, let's go back to RG base.
RG base.
Don't do that. To the map.
To the mapmobile.
Dilla dilla dilla.
Every time we teleport from now on.
There needs to be a soundbite added in.
Armor has stopped responding.
Too soon.
Okay, guys, let's go for the JTAC range. Be warned, from this airfield the AA is hostile and it will shoot you. So if you're flying over in a helicopter on a plane, that AA will shoot you. It's all respawning, so if you destroy it, it will just respawn back again. You can also use it as an AT range as well, because the Titans are pretty good at picking off targets in that airfield. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of local buildings around which you go and use for JTAC operations. Something we are implementing in this is there will be a range master here, and based on the range master will be dependent on the composition at the airport. So there'll be an easy, a medium, a hard, and probably an insane option there as well. to basically fill the airfield with a ton of AA, tanks, anything you pretty much want, so you JTAC guys can get your fill, and this will be one of the main bombing ranges as well for Talon, so they'll be able to come in, do your JTAC, hit your targets, clear the airfield, and then move up for either a harder target or more targets or whatever you want. So everything at the moment is off to the east, so yeah, so the OPs can basically see the airfields. Like I say, you can move out of here for a closer JTAC as well. Worth noting that some of the armour and AA is exceptionally well hidden. I think you can see everything, but you will need a very, very eagle eye to spot some of the anti-aircraft stuff that's hiding in the bushes and the trees. So should still be a little bit of a challenge. Hopefully this range will be finished. I'm aiming basically for the first release. I mean, this is kind of a snapshot, so you're welcome to use this, but I'm aiming for version 1 to have all these level 1 ranges done for kind of after Christmas. So in January we'll really be able to start using this in anger, and some of this cool stuff will be implemented by then.
Quick question.
Yep, go ahead.
Regarding the qualifications, obviously rifle ranges, AT ranges are very simple. What's up to do? For example, the mortar stuff and the JTAC stuff, I assume we're going to have actual courses to go along with these ranges.
Yep, courses.
Both have already been written.
Yeah, I know. I was just referencing exactly what you taught Vegas. Black Hawk.
Yeah, exactly. Nope. Yeah, courses will be implemented on all this stuff. Like Black Hawk said, I think a lot of this stuff is already in progress in the background anyway. I'm not going to really be doing a lot of the courses. I might be doing some of the qualifications for the rifle, but generally it's going to be section leaders, the instructing staff, and Kato, who's going to be doing a lot of this stuff and implementing it with the awards, the ribbons, and all the rest of it. Once we get all the scoring active as well, then there'll be permanent scoreboards. We'll have official sort of Wednesdays here where scores will be calculated and kept, so there will actually be a tally of who's best on what range. And when some of the gauntlet stuff comes in, there's going to be a lot of competition in there for kind of speed versus accuracy and all the rest of that kind of stuff. Any other questions? Okay, back to RG base.
You were saying Black Hawk?
No, I was just saying both the courses for FAC and Mortar have both been written already. They were written by me about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
that's what I was
copy
referencing.
that.
I was just checking they were going to be put in alongside the range.
Yeah, I mean, this stuff is you know, it's still very much in progress. So we're all learning as we go along. It's like this base, like this HQ. This will be built as we go along as well. So every time there's a map revision, a little bit more of this base is going to be built. So we're all here for the journey, and yeah, it should be a good one. So what have we got left?
CQB.
CQB. Okay, well the CQB HQ is basically, it's a little area up on the hill which got some cars. It's good for Vegas or whoever wants to do CQB to do planning from. Then get in your car and go down to the CQB range. There's not a lot there, so what we'll do is we'll go down to CQB 1, which is the level 1 CQB range. We'll just have a quick walk through that.
Yeah, Vegas.
Just the one. That's it. That's all you get. One target.
One house built with 50 machine guns.
Does anyone have the parachute sound coming through?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not anymore.
That's odd.
It's desync. Yeah, it's desyncing.
I seem to be okay. Anyone else?
Yeah,
Desyncing?
No,
It's
stop
okay?
now.
I had
Okay.
it last time, but it stops.
So Helios, do you want to walk us through this one as well?
Yeah, sure. This is the first CQB range. It's in the town of Negadas. It's all got static targets. Well, they're inside the houses, they're outside the houses. This is the level 1. Level 2 will have moving targets as well as civilians. And in level 3 you will actually have enemies firing back at you. For now, in this first version, the targets are, you can shoot them, there's no scoring yet, and when you shoot them they pop up back again. So you just have to go through. You can practice at least the maneuvers, practice with your fire team, but like I said, there's no scoring yet, and the targets just pop back up. Any questions?
Yeah, not related to this. Might be something to troubleshoot with the teleporting pole. Sveek just got deployed at 70,000 feet with no parachute.
Really?
Yeah, and he's just
Nice.
he's literally typing to me 57,000 feet, 56,000 feet, etc. etc.
I tell you what, that's
I'm
odd. I
just
don't
gonna stay here.
think that's necessarily an issue with the pole, because I think we had, I think it was Raz on Sunday's mission,
Yeah.
which that also happened to. It wasn't something to do with the teleport. He just suddenly found himself up at about 50,000 feet.
Oh.
Anyway,
Well,
GG.
On the upside, he's just typed no shoot, unhappy face, 22,000 feet. So, also,
Who dropped a nade?
whoever threw that grenade, next time fucking call it, because it threw and everyone looked around and nobody called it.
Was that Big Man Skeever?
If you throw a grenade, guys, you know you've thrown one. Just call it so everyone can move
Patching
away.
up Blau first.
I thought it was Sveek hitting the ground, if I'm honest. At like velocity.
This will be where an extremely bored Sveek is firing like 40 mils down.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
The thing is, though, if he was firing his 40 mils down, he'd arrive before they even hit.
Knocks
So I
himself
guess,
out and
I
kills
guess if that
himself
was
with
the
his own
week,
grenade.
we should be looking up
I
and
got three.
dispersing. We've got 40mm air bursts coming down.
Yeah, I'm on. Who am I on? Yeah, I'm on Tay.
Anyone got epi?
Yeah.
Maybe patch up
Bilbo was just like, I do.
Bilbo get
Get Lau
Actually, it's,
first.
stable. Actually, it's stable as well.
All right. Yeah, we got Tay stable.
It's not hard to read behind your G key, guys.
It's not hard to just not press your G key.
Just for the
Yeah.
record, no one's going to get in trouble or anything, but who threw the grenade?
I'm assuming nobody who's left.
Ah, Sweet just died. Splat.
To make sure that they get their key rebinded, yeah?
Wait,
Cheers.
who's down? Lau, Shli.
Thanks, mates.
Hey, Tay, you okay?
Yeah, well, it's relative. Someone got morphine for me?
Yeah, hold on.
Just
I'll
wait for
give it
these
to you.
last guys to get back up, and then we'll have a quick walk through the range.
Oh, hold on.
The fuck just happened?
Oh, hi, Sweet.
I just spawned.
Do you want me to get a spatula so I can, like, pancake you off the floor?
Jesus.
Sveek, it's an odd issue. I think it might be a new armor issue, because like I was saying, we had Raz on Sunday. Nothing to do with the teleport poles, but he suddenly found himself about 50,000 feet up in the middle of the air over the airport. No idea why.
Still fracked up.
So yeah,
Hold on.
it's an odd thing. I
Give me
don't
another
quite
one.
know why that happens.
I had.
Um,
This is my third then.
Yeah, unknown.
Okay.
No, don't answer in a second.
Because you're all spawning on top of each other, it randomly throws you into the sky.
No, but
I
that
don't
wasn't the
think so.
case for Sunday.
It's not
No,
really
exactly.
armor
If-
physics.
if-
Someone got a
If it
spam
was just
marking.
this, I would say yes,
Yeah, I
maybe
do.
it's a teleport pole,
I'll wait
but
till
the
you
fact
give
that
you
it was
one.
happening on Sunday without any of this teleport
hold
stuff,
on. Shli, I'll give you
then
another.
I'm going to have to say it's
I might
probably
need
an
to.
armor bug.
Well-
And one thing to just note about
Yep,
your
you're okay.
Sunday's op is we're
I'm
expecting
gonna
a
patch
large
myself up,
release
thanks.
patch for
Much
armor. One thing it's supposed to do, or it's promising it's going to
Thank
do,
you kindly.
is basically improve FPS of both server and client side. So it's going to be an important patch. It should
So
be here by
expect frame
Sunday. So
drops.
you expect horrendous
Right, cool.
performance.
You good, Shli?
So yeah, they'll be there by Sunday. So make sure you're all
No, I've still got
updated.
some slight blurring, but I've had 3 now, if you gave me 2.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Okay,
Okay,
I
guys,
one,
throw a
but
hand
you-
flare down.
We'll have a quick
Wait.
walk through the range. One
Wait
thing to
5
note
minutes.
about this
then
range
fly yourself
is
one. Do you have one in your?
No, I don't.
Guys,
Everybody,
guys,
shh,
shut up.
shh, hold on.
we'll have a quick walk through the range. One thing to note about this range is again, there's going to be a range master here. So after Christmas, if you come here, there's most likely going to be a range master. You're going to be able to activate the left side of the town, the right side of the town, or all the town. There will be scoring involved, and it will be a score of targets hit versus targets missed, and against time taken to reach the other side of the town. So this will be quite a competitive area, I feel. Looking for the best kind of routes through. I'm sure you guys will find some really nice routes through the town eventually. But it's going to be it's going to be what you hit versus what you miss and the time taken. and we're going to be collating all those scores as well. So this is definitely another area that you really keep your eyes on. This is going to be awesome. For the time being, we'll just have a quick walk through the town so you can kind of get an idea of what we've done and what you'll be looking at when it's all operational. But yeah, all the targets do work, so feel free to come and shoot them. They will pop back up again.
Try not to shoot each other, guys.
There should be an ad action on this to open. Yeah.
It's just on the side here. I'll close it behind everyone.
Safety first.
So this level 1 has only got hostile targets. Level 2 is going to have moving targets and civilian targets. So there's going to be penalties. And then level 3 you're going to have full live targets to fire against in some very, very tricky locations as well. Let me tell you, when we place these targets for level 3, we are going to be absolute bastards about it.
I'm not gonna
Go to the left side of the town, mate. Come behind Locked, we'll go to the left.
I'm loving this area, Helios. This is
Yeah.
going to be so epic.
Yeah,
I was
what-
coming through here earlier with the targets, and some of the layout is just brilliant. I love it.
There are 74 pop-up targets in here.
74, wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of scripted.
I know.
Glad you're doing it.
Mr. Greeny?
Yo. Just don't want to be part of any friendly fire instance. Staying out of the way.
Yeah, that's why we're rolling at the back.
Caesar's been shot. We're trying to find him.
Fucking do it.
So cute.
That Caesar's been shot.
Yeah, someone shot him.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
There's probably rather a lot of people here for doing a CQB, especially a disorganised CQB like this. So someone's always going to get shot.
Caesar's back at base apparently. Well, there's a Vegas guy back at base. I'm assuming it's him.
Nah, Caesar's in building.
Fuck's sake, we can't even stand and talk without someone being killed by a grenade. I can't believe everyone rushed gung-ho into the CQB and not expected to get shot.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay here.
Instead of CQB, it's a search and rescue mission for Caesar.
Oh man, this pizza's fucking hot.
Alright guys, so this is CQB area. Instead of going all the way through that, if everyone wants to head back to RG base, there's a teleport at the beginning of this CQB area. There's also a teleport at the end of the CQB area. We'll just have a quick 5 minutes, and then we'll just let you loose on whatever range you want.
Mars?
Yeah.
Okay, just rapid
Yes.
base.
Guys,
yeah,
fall
what's
back
that,
to
Mars?
teleport
Guys,
and
wait.
teleport back to base.
Mark, I think we worked out what the
Teleport.
bug is with the teleporting, or with the 50,000 feet shit.
Oh,
If
channel
you run
one
into
back to the
someone,
map
it
and
must
let's
be the new
report
update,
back to
because
base.
Riot just got launched 70,000 feet into the air as well, and he didn't touch
Oh,
any
really?
teleport players.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure if that was for laughing at me when I got shot by Sveek,
Yeah,
or...
I think someone walked into me as well, so that could be it.
I get like 17 FPS, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm getting really bad FPS now.
same.
I don't know why.
It's strange, it was just before he went down, it was fine, and now I've gone down. It's like loads of things have been spawned or something.
But this is how I usually play on 5 FPS, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, FPS is just gone.
It's okay, it's a bit of a point and click to do anyway.
What the hell? Hold on, wait.
That was really evil.
Ride's been kicked off and it's okay again. Okay guys, if you haven't heard yet, we're respawning, or moving back to base.
Guys, you know that
RTB.
character,
RTB.
like the shooting targets are always sort of pretty bad frames. I don't know what it is, but these ones aren't that optimized, and I think they're going to fix that as well. Because whenever we had like a range with too many of them and grouped in one area, the frames drop by like 5, 6 at least.
Oh really? Okay. Well, this update has it's got a lot going for it. Hopefully, so we'll see what happens. But you know, fingers crossed it will resolve some of this. I've been testing this. It's not been too bad. I don't know how many guys we've got on now. It's probably about 20, 25.
Yeah.
It actually seems
That's
pretty
not
good.
that bad.
My FPS seems
Yeah.
okay.
The FPS started when Riot got launched. I don't think it likes
Yeah.
things being that high in the skybox.
No, I think it does.
Yeah.
It speaks to the fight. It must have just been something to do with his character. I don't know.
Yeah, the way he was positioned or something.
You
We missed the map. Missed the map. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so blurry. I can't see.
Is this everybody?
Caesar. Oh, hold on.
We might have left a few behind.
Not on the map.
You stay away from me, please.
What? What the hell, you man?
First man in the door, take out 2 targets, and get shot in the back of the head.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so I think this
Injecting.
is everyone. So that's really it for the moment. Like I say, it's kind of a snapshot of
you're good.
of the level of excellence we're looking for. It's kind of to implement rather than a full release, but it gives you guys something to have a play around with. The rifle range is looking pretty good. The lap range is looking pretty good. Obviously, we've still got stuff to work on. Obviously, I appreciate your feedback as well and any suggestions. Like I say, I'll open the thread up for any of that kind of stuff rather than PM me directly, because I'm sure you've all got loads of suggestions. I've already had a ton of them, but stick them in the thread. I promise you I will read them all, and we'll go from there. So that's it, guys. So thanks a lot.
Kudos,
Thank
man.
you, mate.
Awesome.
Well
Thank you for
done.
all the hard work so far. Look forward to the updates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kudos to
Alright, so who's going to the AT range to just fire off a little AT?
I need to
feel
go
free
to...
to grab whatever range you want. Do whatever
Well,
you
that
want.
was fun.
Just,
What's that? One
yeah.
sec, guys. Before you go, guys, remember
Guys,
we
don't
use
go.
we use this training academy as a tool for the entire company, if you like. So that means Talon use it and Vegas use it. When you're using it, for example, if you're going to use the Talon airfield, make sure whatever you're doing isn't interfering with Talon, because they're not going to interfere with us, so that's not ruin their training either. I'm not saying don't
Yeah.
have fun,
Well
but
said,
just remember
mate.
that we
Well
share
said.
this with other people. It's not just for us.
Yeah, well
Amen.
said. If you want to use like the helicopters and stuff, it's probably best to use it someday other than the official Wednesday training when Talon's going to be on here. There'll be loads of time when this thing's empty, and this hopefully will be the default map on the training service. You'll be able to jump on here, go to whatever range you want, and yeah, do whatever you like.
And if anyone wants to use the motor range, fuck you, it's mine.
in your dream.
Water range.
We're just gonna go fire
With
all
my
4 motors
nose.
at once, because we know that I can do
Alright.
it.